stock up the UPS option.
I'm on the ball right now. All right. Folks, welcome back to the Superdorf Show, brought to you by Ship Your Reptiles. Now, you may notice something a little different about the Jeremy cam right now. I'm in a completely different space, which is kind of cool because now I get to actually look at Garrett instead of him looking to the side all this time. So really excited to get into it. But before we actually get into the show, let me introduce our host, Garrett Hartle, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Garrett Hartle. Woo! Now, hold on. Wait. You usually have a snake with you, don't you?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Oh, what do we got here? I'm nervous. Oh, there we go. Okay, we did have one. Excellent. He's this little guy.
I don't think he was expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
This is actually something very, very special. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you will know what this means. But this is a visual Anaconda. Pure. So, super cute, little baby. He's about 4 or 5 meals in. Got a little bit of a meal on him right there. But this is pretty fun. The reason is because it's a pure locality. It's one of the rarest, and I think the king of super dwarves, right? The Karampas, they're the smallest, they're the friendliest, they got the coolest pattern, if you ask me. And if you can get it in anery, especially if you had a male, then you can, with that one animal, really build an empire and up your bloodlines all the way around. I mean, you could have literally like the most basic retic females, preferably dwarf and super dwarf, but even mainland cool morphs and stuff like that. Running the Anery Karumpa to everything. So it's an empire builder. It's pretty fun. I've hatched a couple, but I've literally never had the opportunity to breed with an Anery Karumpa myself. So pretty excited about this little guy. But yeah. I'll go ahead and put him away.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, he is cute. I mean, look how tiny he is.
So small.
Can you guys really
just hold up just a little bit?
Get an essence of
But just
that?
compared to your finger, guys, look at that. Like thinner than his finger. That's crazy.
Cute little booger. Oh, buddy. Yeah. They're so mellow and sweet, too. I mean, it's a fresh hatchling. It doesn't know anything about humans. It's just like, hey, what's up? What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
You gotta love Karampas. Someday, if you can get one, you totally should.
Yeah, so real quick, guys, we do have a special announcement from Ship Your Reptiles. Garrett, let's get into that. What is this big announcement that Ship Your Reptiles is now doing?
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. It's actually a bit of a game changer. It's something that I'm actually familiar with back in the day, but it's unheard of these days. And that is, you guys know Ship Your Reptiles. They basically work with FedEx. They get you a discounted rate on labels, and then they provide a ton of customer service for the complexity of live animal shipping. We've been shipping with Ship Your Reptiles forever, but something new that's a pretty big deal, honestly, is that they have gotten special clearance on their account to ship live animals through UPS. Now, this is a really big deal because you can ship hub to hub, but UPS doesn't operate hubs the way FedEx does. So I'll bet you that if you are like, oh man, my FedEx hub is like 45 minutes away, with UPS, it's probably within a mile or two of your house. We live out here in kind of like farm town, Pennsylvania, and I think there's like 6 within 5 miles. So that's pretty cool. A lot of times the prices and the rates are lower, and it's just always good to have another option, right? So as far as I know, they're the only ones that can ship UPS. I used to ship UPS all the time with live animals and stuff because we had like a grandfathered in account where I used to work. And I love our FedEx drivers and stuff. You get to know the people, but company-wide, personally, I feel like UPS does a better job. Sorry, FedEx guys, I know. It's like a big, like union versus non-union thing. Seriously. There's all this kind of stuff. But I'm just talking about, like, I want my animals to get there safely. I really like using UPS. Now, we've run a number of shipments from here already with Ship Your Reptiles because they started doing it. And it's given us the option. So we talk to the customer, we figure out what's best and stuff like that. But if you're shipping an animal or having it shipped to you, you can request. This is probably honestly even bigger for people buying reptiles than selling them. Because if I'm selling them, I put them in a box. We have our ship station over here where we have like a FedEx spot and a UPS spot now, right? So the drivers come, they grab their boxes. But as a buyer, you know, so much of that, the importance of the service of the delivery is like that last few miles. And so if UPS is better in your area, FedEx is better in your area, the location is more convenient, or the hours are different, like you got to pick up super early or late, this gives you the options to plan all that out. And once you figure out the best delivery spot in your area, you can start up, you know, like theoretically you could just start up your own Ship Your Reptiles account. Like I wouldn't mind if a customer did this, like, hey, I'm gonna print my own shipping label, can you use this label? Well, yeah, sure we can, you know. So if you actually know better for your area, you could do that. And I'll tell you, we have a new code. So we've had a code for you guys to start up. We've kind of revamped it for the year. So here's the new code. If you don't have a Ship Your Reptiles account and you want to get one, and we'll get into the animals just after this, but this is actually pretty powerful stuff. You can sign up and you can use this code. It's just Superdwarf. All one word. Type in Superdwarf, set up your Ship Your Reptiles account, and what that's going to do is two things, and it starts you down the leg of a third. The first one is I think it gives you like $15 off the first shipment. Great, cool, no big deal. If you ask me, if you're going to be shipping a lot. We're always more worried about like the handling of the animals and the customer service. So that's the second thing. Yes, you get your $15 off that shipment. You're also put in at a special rate because you signed up under our code as Reach Out Reptiles, and they have preferred shipper status that we had to earn over the years. That's like, you know, great discounts. You know, they do a good job of you know, customer service with us, watch our packages for us and everything. You automatically get upgraded to that tier from the day you start when you use this code Superdwarf to start your Ship Your Reptiles account. So even if you don't know the next time you're doing it, you should just sign up, get a discount code. You'll use it on your next shipment.
Like you said, game changer. So that's
you can
awesome
use it,
stuff.
for other people. And the longer you're there and the more stuff you ship under that code, the steeper the discounts become. So I think this is one of those things where people try to find like a shipping code and they like sign up new accounts all the time. Like, oh, I got an account, I got another $15 off, $15 off. I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about the $15 off. If you sign up your account and then you stay there, or like you start there, but they'll start to see, recognize you. You get that personalized service and everything. And steeper discounts. They go through regularly and check on that stuff and increase the discounts if you've been with them for a long time. So there really isn't any reason to keep setting up new accounts to get those discounts.
Yeah.
You're going to start seeing them built in pretty heavily, you know. So I don't know. We've always shipped with them. They do a really good job of rewarding, you know, their loyal customers.
Definitely.
And stuff like that. So,
and then on top of that, guys, we have a giveaway item for our Patreon after party.
This is a cool one. I think this is like a universally will be appreciated one.
Oh, definitely. Guys, this one is from Josh's Frogs, and they have generously donated a $75 gift card to anything on Josh's Frogs. Now, if you don't already know Josh's Frogs, guys, they are the largest online one-stop exotic pet shop. They only captive breed their animals, never wild-caught. Every single purchase supports conservation. Free educational blogs and videos are available. They have dedicated customer service and live arrival guarantees in any weather. Guys, do yourself a favor. Scan that QR code. And Garrett, I didn't know if you knew about this, but Josh's Frogs is also doing a special event where if you go on their website, you give them your email, you enter for a chance to win I believe it's a yellow-spotted climber frog. Climbing frog.
Yellow-spotted climbing toad?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Those are crazy. They're like indigo blue with little yellow spots.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
I've seen a picture of them on this.
I got to handle one of those down at Cold Blooded Cafe. Desiree Fanning has one. It is definitely one of the coolest.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know they
definitely go check them out.
Like we're breeding those. That's crazy.
And then, that gift card is coming at the after party. So sign on that Patreon, you get a chance to win it.
Yeah, so speaking of Patreon, that's all you got to do to win, by the way. If you guys want $75 from Josh's Frogs, I mean, they sell feeders, they sell terrarium stuff, they sell lighting, they sell all kinds of cool stuff. So you'll be well taken care of over there. It'll be a good one to win. All you have to do to enter to win our giveaway, And Jeremy, it sounds like you should enter all of our company emails to get the spotted climbing toad.
Yeah, I should, right? Why not?
We need more toads.
We might win. Yeah.
But at any rate, yeah, all you got to do to enter and win is join our after party on Patreon. So sign up at the lowest level if you want. Every time we do one of these, we do a hangout. We talk about all kinds of behind the scenes stuff. We get to know each other virtually. And then you're also automatically invited if you like, we coordinate this whole event through Patreon because that's where we post and can interact with all of you guys, to actually come here and visit Reach Out Reptiles in person. This is going to be the 4th year of us doing this. We call it Retic Fest, and it's the Saturday after the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. So if you are on Patreon, you can RSVP. If you're already on there and you're watching, make sure you guys are booking your rooms. We've got like the whole hotel blocked out that's down the road. So you know it's going to be like early morning to late at night parties with a bunch of other fellow enthusiasts. We have some big guests coming, some people coming from all over the country and all over the world. We have a couple of very fun speakers. Of course, you will get all the hands-on experiences with Super Dwarfs, playing with babies, adults. You get to meet our staff. You get to see our facility and what we do. It's like a backyard barbecue, big open house.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So
come once for the Super Dwarfs and come back for the food, they always say.
That's what they say.
Sugar's going to be cooking again. Get the whole thing catered.
I can't wait. Never had it, but I'm excited.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Definitely. So before we get into seeing some animals today, Joe actually wanted me to let you guys know something. And I'm like, Joe, why don't you just tell them in a video? So real quick, we have a video from G.I. Joe. Here is that.
What's up, guys? Glad to see you here on the live. If you've been watching TikTok, Instagram, the rumors are true. So we're trading in the cowboy hat and blanket for beach going gear. I'm out. I'm going on vacation to Missouri, spend some time with my kid, go to say Silver Dollar City and the Crystal Caverns. Either way, give Garrett and the guys a little bit of a break while I'm gone next week. We'll see y'all later.
Okay, folks, so it's true. G.I. Joe is on vacation, and he is not going to be here at all next week. So if you have some orders, you've been thinking about buying a snake or something, definitely go hit him up at info@reachout-reptiles.
So I'm pretty sure, I couldn't watch or see the video that you guys just saw, but I'm pretty sure Joe said something to the effect of like, hurry up and buy your animals before I leave.
Pretty much. That was the vibe.
Don't listen to that. Call in while he's gone. Everybody that wants to buy a Super Dwarf next week, I'll give you a great deal on it.
Oh, no.
And that way I can do the little, still got it, Joe, because he's done a great job taking care of the customers. A lot of people know Joe, through Reach Out Reptiles, their snakes and stuff, more than they know me these days. But I'll be answering the phones and stuff like that for next week. So, call in. We're closed Memorial Day. I'm going to go hang with the family. I'm actually going to Sugar's house to go get some of that food that we're going to be serving up at Retic Fest. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, next week, wide open. I want to, just competitively kind of jag with Joe a little bit.
He's not going to like that.
And be like, hey, Joe, look at
this.
this.
He's not going to like that at all.
I sold all these snakes while you're gone.
Oh, man.
By the way, I have one of those Anery Carrampas available if you're the big money empire building Super Dwarf breeding time to make the investment kind of person.
Yeah.
Call me next week, though. Call me after Memorial Day when Joe is gone. And we'll make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. So,
all right.
That'd be pretty cool. We've been having a lot of fun. This time of year, I always love it because we have so many babies hatching. Yeah. I think we had just in the last 2 weeks, I have my kids taking pictures of the baby snakes now. So if you're seeing the pictures of ours on Morph Market and stuff for the 2014 animals, go on there and say, hey, great pictures and stuff like that, because my kids are 10 to 13. I got a 10-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 13-year-old. They're coming in on their weekends and taking pictures with Dad. That's
nice.
Slave labor, child.
That's less nice.
Yeah, it's less nice.
Yeah.
But they enjoy it. They get paid for it.
Hey,
and I think they're doing a pretty good job.
That's cool, yeah.
But it's cool to go, like, we literally last weekend, I think we did like 13 clutches. Now, these are Super Dwarf clutches, so it's not like a million babies. Mm-hmm. But 13 different cool clutches of all these different combinations, everything from like pure locality stuff, like like those guys, to some of the craziest combos. We have these like black carbon fiber looking. If you know the carbon fiber project we did years ago, we got these like dark, almost carbon fiber snakes that hatch. We got some crazy like Indo caramels that we're getting pictures of. Obviously, all that titanium stuff that we talked about in last week's video, which was pretty cool, by the way. If you haven't seen that,
Definitely
you should
check it out.
Boy, that video is performing very well. We haven't done a morph spotlight in a while. What do you guys think? Should we do more of those? You guys like the super technical, super dwarf type videos?
It's been getting some hype lately. After we posted, everyone was like, "Hey, I missed this. You got to do more." People were saying other snakes, specific morphs they want to see. So.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Should we get into some animals?
Let's get into some animals.
All right. So these are some of the animals that not many people know about, right?
Okay. Yeah. This is the premise of this show.
Right.
You guys get to see some unusual stuff.
Yeah. It's
We
pretty
already
great.
showed you the Anaconda.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then
what do you want me to show? Some of the
I
think you guys know some of the animals. You guys know who Kickstand is?
right.
You gotta know
yeah,
who
they know who
Kickstand
Kickstand is. Of
Chat
course.
in if you know who Kickstand is.
Of course, they know who Kickstand is.
By the way, we are going to name some animals. So I don't know if we'll name that Anaconda. I guess we could name him on the show. He is a holdback. But I have another animal for you to name. But yeah, in the chat, does anyone know what Kickstand is? I got an update on Kickstand.
Yeah, guys, send in your messages.
If you watch our other channel, Wild World TV, that we haven't posted on in forever, you'll see all kinds of fun Kickstand content. A Kickstand has grown a little bit, so I wanted to show this off, and then we'll get into that'll set the context for our next kind of special.
Oh, okay. I like.
Should we
the
keep
system
like
you
the
have.
special animal for the end?
I
Come
think
back to
that's.
Kickstand and show some other stuff off, or should we jump right out with it?
It's only natural that we keep the best for last. I feel like.
Okay, Jeremy said it.
Sorry, guys. I just think it's the way to go.
All right, I'll show you something else. Okay, so we're gonna start with a ball python. Yeah.
Awesome. We're all excited for the ball python.
If any of you guys know anything about ball pythons, I know that you guys think this is sarcasm or whatever, but it is absolutely the time to get into ball pythons. Everyone's like, "What? You're crazy." Whatever. It might not be the time to be. It's like buying houses, right? There's sellers markets and there's buyer markets, okay? So right now is absolutely the buyer's market for ball pythons. If you've been wanting to get into some ball pythons, go get a little package together. Get a group deal from your favorite breeder. I'm sure they'll take care of you very well. This is not a sales pitch. I don't sell ball pythons. It's just the time to buy ball pythons, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming. Now, I didn't buy this ball python. But I have a ball python, and I'll bet you probably haven't ever heard of the morph before. Let's see. You'd have to be pretty cool to know what this is. Okay, are we ready for the grand reveal?
We are ready.
Do we need like camera work or something?
I'll see, and then if we do, I'll be that camera work.
What? Unless you can see this thing up close, I think we need camera.
Let me get there real quick.
All right. So this actually was very gracious. I was talking about my kids. My daughter, Kira, I love her. I tried to raise her right, but she's getting into ball pythons now. I don't know why. She's just like, why didn't you ever tell me a snake as cool as a ball python existed? And I was like, what are you saying? What's happening right now, Kira? But she's 13. She loves to read books, and she loves genetics. So she just slammed, I think it's called like the More Super Ultimate Complete Ball Python book by Kevin McCurley, like the updated version or whatever with all the morphs. So she read all that. She loves to curl up with a book and have her ball python just sit on her, which they're pretty good at, and read. So our friend Warren Klein from WSK, I think it is. It's his initials. Sorry, Warren, I can't remember your middle name. Anyways, he was out and we were chatting about some house snakes, and he heard that Kiro's into these ball pythons. So this is a new morph. It's been proven it's incomplete dominant. There's a really cool super form. It's called a furrow ball python, a South African name, which is kind of cool, but I think it has to do with where you find these guys. Like furrows are the little trails dug by plows, right? So anyways, it's got a pretty neat head stamp. Cool pattern going down here. And then what I really like about it, to me, it kind of reminds me of like a Russo as far as the color intensity, but like look at the white coming up the side. So it's got a ton of white, And then it also, besides the aberrant pattern that it has there, it's got these cool granity, like dirty sides. And the super form is like a more extreme version of this. So something pretty cool, very new. I don't know much about it, like how it looks in combos or anything like this, but apparently and I don't even remember this because he showed me 100 million cool things. But whenever I went to Warren's house, I pointed at this exact snake and was like, ooh, that's a cool one. And so I guess he was pretty proud about that or whatever. So when my daughter heard about this new morph, like we have a video of her looking at it for the first time, she's like, it's so cool. It's like a morph straight out of Africa. This is a captive bred one that Warren did, but he imported the furrows. So pretty cool. Neat little snake. Technically my daughter's. But I'm sure she'll do something fun with it because she wants to mess around and read books and possibly breed a few ball pythons. So, furromorph. Boom. You didn't know I had it.
No,
but
I do.
we keep talking. I remember doing one of these shows and be like, surprise, I have a ball python. But is it just me or does it seem like I do this every episode now? Like, oh my gosh, Garrett has another ball python. Oh my gosh, Garrett has another ball python. I promise I'm not trying to get ball pythons. Furrow for Kira. Probably half of our ball pythons are for Kira. A couple others were given to me for my other kids. And then I have certainly bought a few myself, like Versace that we got from Bomb Projects. If you guys are familiar with him, shout out to those guys. They had just the coolest piebald ball python ever. So I got him because I wanted to he was like a super impressive, friendly, giant male ball python. He's a pied, which I love. And he's the best example in personality and size and color that I've ever seen. So I was happy to get that guy, and we use him for the educational stuff that we do around here. So I've got a couple, but there's the newest one. If you guys come to Reed Tick Fest, I guess you could see my ball python collection if you want.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So
But
we still never bred ball pythons. I never have. That guy has, right?
A couple times, yeah.
Couple times.
Like
Humble
once.
flex. Humble flex. Jared.
A little bit.
So I have
Yeah.
never bred a ball python. And
Wow.
I guess technically if they are going to be being bred here, it still won't be me breeding. So
Probably,
I'll see
yeah.
how long I can hold out on that record.
I mean, you've come this far, so
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
The furrow ball python. So this isn't the only thing I got from Warren though. Do you guys want to see I don't know if he wants me to talk about this or not. You guys want to see the thing he doesn't want me to talk about? If you're on Patreon, you already know. Like, oh, here goes Garrett spoiling secrets, talking about all the cool stuff he's not supposed to. Like, they know some stuff. By the way, we have a breeder tier spot open on Patreon. That's our top level spot. It comes with all kinds of, like, all the perks you get on Patreon. But it also comes with, like, monthly 1-hour consultation calls with me. We can talk about whatever you want. We appreciate the support. If you guys would love to support the stuff we're doing, do that. And I would love to get you to know you personally there. That's a great way to do it. Anyway, do you guys want to see a top secret? Of course, it's an African house snake project. This is something that I think no one else in the world, literally in the world, has heard of, talked about, is aware of. You know, I'm sure there's like some local knowledge and things that these exist, because it's not a one-off. It's not like a morph.
Mhm.
It is a cool secret project, and we got some of the first imports to the U.S.
I
guys
think we
wanna
gotta
see
see it. Yeah.
Everybody hates house snakes, though. You know what it's
I
a house
mean,
snake.
that's word on the street, but I don't know, these guys might be different.
What do you guys think? If you get a thumbs up on the thing, and we'll take out a top secret. I don't know if Warren wants me to tell you about it or not. African house snake that I think we're literally the only ones in the U.S. that have these now. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. Kickstand is excited. Did we
Kickstand
get
is
some thumbs
excited.
up? Do these guys want to see it? I don't see the
I think
chat.
s-
I can't
yeah.
see the likes.
You're right. We got a
gotta
couple likes.
see
We
for
did.
me.
We got thumbs up. We got a heart. Ooh, heart's even.
Ooh, a heart. Okay.
Yeah.
This is for you,
Some
Heartsy.
big stuff.
Alright. Here it is. Okay, Jeremy, we need some camera work.
Okay, last time it didn't really work out, so we'll just hold it up. It didn't work out. Sorry, guys. I do apologize.
No,
for
you gotta
that.
get closer on this. How's it not working out?
I can't see. All right. Fine.
Because the camera does the little auto movement thing. It doesn't just show what you want to see. You gotta see this. Pull it straight up to me, and then Okay, this is a Cape house snake. This is my favorite species. So it's Boeden capensis. Now, this may not look, well, I don't know. I think it looks pretty stinking impressive if you look at house snakes all day long. Woohoo! The first thing about it is these stripes. Now, a lot of house snakes are striped. They even have a species called a striped house snake, but it's like a thin line that extends, hey kiddo, back from the eye. So if you see this eye stripe here, you'll get like one stripe down the back on typically a patternless animal. This animal, on the other hand, you know, it reminds me of like striped garter snakes that I grew up catching as a kid. It's got a bright white, it's got a red stripe, a white stripe, a red stripe, and then a green stripe. And these green stripes vary. But this one's red, green, and then down the other side, white, red, and white again. So it actually has the base colors, the red, the belly colors, the white, and then it has 4 like kind of racing stripes. So we're referring to these as racerbacks. Because they got the racing stripes going down the back, plus, you know, like the girls always look good in racerback tanks. You know, we used to sell those all the time. I know my wife looks good in them. We illustrated her in the care sheet. If you guys want cool illustrations of my wife wearing a racerback t-shirt, you have to get our Superdome care sheet. All right, you can probably set it down also.
I gotta see how that's
So that's not the only thing about this snake, though, is that it has some cool stripes. So this is from a very specific region that's kind of a secret region where these things come out of. But this is about the size of like an adult breeder male for a typical capensis. They might get a little bigger than this. But this particular animal is actually, Jeremy, it's a giant house snake. So this is a youngster.
Oh, okay.
So I've heard legends, rumors. I don't know. We've got a group of adults in, and we now have 3 clutches of U.S. captive bred and born babies.
Yeah.
Because Warren brought these over, bred them there, and then I've got all the babies here now. So I've heard rumors that these can get almost 2 meters, 1.5, 2 meters.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which is about 6 feet for like a big female. That's bigger than some of our Superdorf females.
Gotcha.
So my dream someday is to have an African house snake and a reticulated python sitting on eggs at the same time at the same size. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
So we're going to take a bunch of these. I don't know. We may release a couple males. I've done some outcrossing projects with these already because I got 1 male early on, but I'm excited to have some giant females. The males are quite a bit smaller than females on any kind of house snake. So I want to raise all these females up and make them gigantic, which will take a couple of years. But I also love crossing these things out because those stripes come across. So we track the locality percentage and stuff. But I have a couple of morphs that have this racerback influence on them. And they look amazing. Those stripes, it just is adding pattern. So if they have like the giraffe patterns, or I don't know, I'm geeking out on house snakes.
A little bit.
I don't know
a little
if you guys
bit,
care
yeah.
about this stuff, but these guys bred into other heavily patterned, different patterned house snakes make amazing looking babies, especially with the vibrant colors that these have, even in their base form. When you run them into some of the color morphs that we have, they're incredible. They're awesome. So I got a big group of racerbacks. And this is a locality that we want to establish both as a pure locality. I want to find out how big they really do get. Definitely the hatchlings that have even down to 25% racerback locality in them are like double the size when they hatch. Huge eggs, huge clutches. Pretty stinking cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I want to take the biggest snakes and make them small, and small snakes and make them big.
You've been saying that for a while now. That's your goal right now.
It makes me smile. Little tiny giant snake, or big, giant little tiny snake. Mm-hmm. Like could you guys imagine if you had like a ringneck snake or something, except it was 12 feet? Like that's why everyone likes king cobras and Komodo dragons.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Komodo dragons.
Right.
It's like it's an Aki, but it's 10 feet long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
King cobra. It's a cobra, which is normally like 3 feet long, except this one's 15 feet. Why not? Yeah. It can stand up and look you in the eye. There's just something cool. Like cobras shouldn't be that big. House snakes shouldn't be this big. So this is not that big, but.
You got called out by Heartland Reptiles saying you're an agent of chaos.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is it true?
Make them big and small. Watch out. Here we go.
Yeah.
What's up, Jordan? So
yeah, that's cool. That. We have a couple more animals, right? Just a couple more.
What do you guys gonna update on Lacie? She's a
Yeah.
fun one. I think people forget that we have Lacie.
That's what I'm saying. People have forgotten that we have, Lacie's our green anaconda, of course.
Let's bring out. That's your sister's favorite snake.
It is Mare's favorite. You're right.
I don't think she holds her all the time, except on Christmas when she puts her in the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
All right, Lacie. Come here.
Got a good shot. There we go.
Now, here's a true giant of the snakes world that I'm very disappointed in. This snake is, I want to say she's 3 years old. I don't have her birth date in front of me. She was produced by Anaconda, who I'm super proud of as an anaconda breeder. That girl is kicking butt. This girl's off of Blue, which is one of my favorite snakes that she has, male. A lot of her babies are from Blue. But this is like a 3-year-old green anaconda female, guys. I feel like this snake should be like 15 feet long. We feed her a ton. She's also amazing. I mean, I've had her since she was just a couple weeks old, and but incredible personality. We literally use her for like educational stuff with kids. Marilyn loves her because she's super chill. Beautiful color. Look at her growing into those colors like from Blue. She's got like the oranges and the almost blues, the nice dark black. I mean, green anacondas are just such gorgeous animals. But I've got 3-year-old super dwarves that are this big, and this is supposed to be the biggest snake in the world. She's definitely heavier and like meatier, thicker, stronger from like a crushing standpoint than my super dwarves. But I keep asking Megan, like, what's wrong with my anaconda? And she's like, Garrett, they don't grow. Like, super dwarves actually grow pretty fast for the size snake they are. You know what I mean? Whereas this anaconda, like, she's like, no, they're super slow growing. She's like, females commonly don't breed until they're like 6 and 7 years old and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
she still looks like a baby. And she's my baby. I love it.
She's cute.
I
She's
just
yeah,
want
she
her
is
to
really
be like
chill.
gigantic, you know?
Yeah.
I want to take her out and like let her swim in the neighbor's pond. All that kind
People are saying she's grown a ton since they last saw her, though.
Well,
so.
we haven't done an update in a while, so
True.
I'm glad to hear that because she's definitely, I mean, she's like way heavier. I'm really happy with her like body build. I don't know how well you guys can tell on camera, but this snake is, I mean, she's thick and she's an anaconda. She's got a lot more fat on her than my super dwarves do, but she's so muscularly built.
Yeah.
So strong, so fit. We really do get her out probably more than any anaconda ever needs to be gotten out.
Probably.
She's always like climbing around on the playground up here during our Patreon hangouts and stuff like that. But yeah, she's getting a lot bigger. So if you guys want to come see Lacie, the gorgeous, friendly, wonderful, but way too small green anaconda, again, Retic Fest, where it's at.
What do you feed her now?
Hidden animals.
What do you feed her now?
So, I mean, we give a varied diet to anything. At this size, she could easily eat a jumbo rat. She'll eat a small rabbit. We'll do like a fetal pigs. Chicks, they love birds. Chicks, ducks.
Thank you so much to Angela Ferrer for that super chat. She just jumped in.
Angela? Thank you.
She's wondering, when are you going to have house snakes available? She's got 0 Retex, only 3 hognose now, and she'd love some other snakes. What's your answer to that one?
Angela, so that's a great question. The answer is never. I'm going to hoard mine forever and ever and ever. But we talk about Warren Klein and those guys at Bushveld. That's where I've gotten all but very few of my house snakes have come from them. They're the best, and if they're not on Morph Market right now, I'm sure that they will be soon because he was sharing pictures and stuff like that of babies and everything that we're taking. And so, I just go get some stuff from them. They're awesome. They'll treat you right. And all of our bloodlines came from them. So if you want all the cool stuff, I don't know if he'll like get you stuff like racerbacks, but you can always ask. See what's up. So, but they've got all the selectively bred projects and things like that. Yeah, just go to Bushveld. So it's BUSHVELD reptiles.com. And if you shoot them an email and tell them what you want, You know, they'll get you set up even if they don't have them on Morph Market.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to keep up with, like, so if you guys have been to Retic Fest, you've seen my house snake collection. Pretty sure it's the biggest house snake collection in the world.
Probably.
I have zero context. That's just a radical claim that I'm making, but I think it's actually correct.
It's got some weight to it, though, for sure.
But like, they're extremely prolific. There's a million babies, and the babies are cool. You want to take like individual pictures and stuff, you know, like they're totally different from each other. You don't want to just be like, here's my patternless brown house snake, you know what I mean? I got 80 just like them. They're not like that. I mean, there are patternless varieties, but they're super cool. So anyway, they try to do it right, and I can't imagine trying to keep up with that kind of inventory. However, I know that they have hundreds of babies available right now. It's like 'tis the season, right?
Yeah.
So hit them up. They've got them. Go get them. Tell them I sent you. Maybe they'll give you a little discount or something. We need to get a discount code with them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hook you guys up
Awesome.
like we do with the Ship Your Reptile. By the way, that preferred shipper status thing, I mean, like, that was my idea. I think that's a pretty cool, I'm like, don't want to do an affiliate code.
feel like that's
but
pretty-
if I do, I want the people to get the same service I do because I'm recommending a service that I'm used to. I don't want them to
Absolutely.
jump into like a lesser level,
Yeah.
like entry level thing or something. So they're like, okay, done. So,
Nice. Nice. Leave it to Garrett, guys.
yeah, heck yeah, I'm super stoked about the UPS thing too. All right, Lacie. Okay, we
Putting
got
her
some
away.
frogs.
Yeah.
It's a very froggy show.
Yeah, this is the theme of the episode is frogs. So I made
Here's an update. So we go from one aquatic animal to the next. We have got Kickstand here. Yeah, we're gonna definitely. This is the one animal in the shop that Hadley is afraid of. She's fine with like giant snakes and things like that. She would probably rather pull eggs from Karma than tangle with the multi-toed frog. So backstory on this frog, believe it or not, my kids caught this in the backyard. I have heard of such things, but never seen them. Come here, Kiki. She's got, so they kept catching the same frog and it was getting smaller than the others. And that's what we noticed before we noticed that she has an extra appendage, but she literally has a third back leg. So she's got the 5 legs. Come here, kiddo. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, okay, action cam, action. Get the GoPro, get the GoPro.
seriously.
Wildlife videography. Look how big she's getting.
Is she biting you?
No, she doesn't bite me, Hadley. She only bite Hadley from the other room. Like, is she biting you? She don't bite. She just dances. Hello, my baby. Hello. Look at those legs.
Long
You are so cute. Look at the extra chubby thigh right here. It's double the chub of this thigh. Who cannot love the chub of the thigh on this beautiful little girl? Not so little anymore. It is cute. We got a whole new crop of baby bullfrogs in the backyard, though. They're fun to play with. This is the most heavily regulated animal in my collection. Believe it or not, I had to go get like a permit with the state and fishing license, stuff like that, to be able to keep. I don't know how this thing works. To be able to keep the bullfrog because it's a native species and all that. So we had to do all that stuff correctly. I would hate to get in trouble for having basically rescued a deformed wild frog, right?
Yeah.
And then get in trouble with all our crazy exotics. So, but she's gotten quite a bit of fame there for the 5th leg, and so much so that she's been noticed, and we've become kind of known for this.
Mm-hmm.
The
Kind
rumor
of.
got out that we like our
five-legged,
amphibians with extra appendages.
which is a good segue. Perfect segue, almost.
Just trying to set you up there, Jeremy.
That was nice. Well, I actually took a clip from Riley's Reptiles. He sent us a little video. I'm going to show that clip now just to introduce it, and then we'll reveal it live, okay?
Let's see it.
Let's see that clip.
Here is our extra special friend. I think you can see why. So this little chubby cricket assassin has been overlooked here. Nobody really wanted him. He's been doing really well. And I know you have an affinity for the fun.
Ones are not big enough, Hadley.
So that is a 5-legged toad, right, Garrett? Who do we have?
Yeah, it's an Egyptian green toad.
Gotcha.
And I would say it's more like a 2-legged, 3-armed toad. So extra appendages on the other side. So big shout out to Riley's Reptiles out there.
He's here. He said thank you for
what's
that.
up, Riley?
Yeah.
You guys know Riley. He's always got like cool animals and stuff like that. He's always breeding like, just like non-mainstream, more obscure stuff. But he works at GX3 Reptiles, which is a specialty shop out there in California, and they got this little toad in. And what he was saying is it sat around and like people didn't want it and stuff, and he knew about our affinity for the multi-legged animals, and so he sent her out here. And look how freaking cute she is. First of all, I absolutely love toads. You were talking about the yellow spotted toad. Like that was for those of you wondering, I did not know that was the kind of toad they were giving away. I actually corrected you when you said what it was, because I knew what they were, and they're freaking awesome over there at Josh's Frogs. But I love this little girl. So she needs a name. Here's this extra leg. It's not quite as extreme as Kickstands, but you know what I love about it? It's like this little flipper coming off, and it's like she's doing a permanent pageant wave.
Yeah.
She fancy. So we need a fancy name. First of all, I love, a girl with green eyes. Look at that. Look at that little green-eyed toad. Green whole-bodied toad. But the little extra pageant wave hand there is so weirdly cute. Like, I don't know. It's like one of my kids running around with one of these gloves stretched on their heads looking like a chicken. There's just something cute about it. Hey, kiddo. She's so awesome. But she's new here. She doesn't have a name. So I'm glad that she found her forever home. We've got her set up in way too big of an enclosure for a little toad like this. But it's what we had, so it's what she gets. And, she's eating awesome, fat, awesome, happy, healthy, and super fancy. So how does the naming thing work, Jeremy?
Yeah, guys, naming thing. We give you guys a couple minutes to put in your suggestions to these names. Now, they can be...
You just put them in the chat.
Yeah, put them in the chat. And then, we'll give you a couple minutes. I'll go through. I'll pick out the names. I'll read them off to Garrett. And Garrett, since he can't see you guys, he's going to be completely impartial to this name and just pick out the best
Hadley's
one.
here. Should we have Hadley pick the name?
Honestly,
Hadley
yeah.
hates the names I name the animals.
So why don't we make her decide?
And she loves toads. She hates decisions too. She's like, come on, they're going to say, you just have to be like, oh, yes, that's it. You'll know.
Totally do it. She's got to do it.
This is how it works, Hadley. You'll know. When you know, you know.
Hadley, come on now.
Come on, Hadley.
Come on, Hadley.
Come over here.
She's coming on. So yeah, guys.
Can you
send
what now?
in those names?
Do you want to? Well, you can't sit by Jeremy. You got to come sit by me, I guess, because you'll see the names. So we need a chair. Jeremy, can you grab her a chair?
Yep.
All right, guys, chat those names in. Then we'll find it out. And then don't forget, click the link below. Join our Patreon group. I would love to see you guys over there. I don't have a chair.
I got some ground turkey hands.
Oh, boy. Okay, don't hold her. I got the gloves on anyway. But I know she is so cute. All right, so you got to talk right into there if you want them to hear you.
Okay.
So why do you love toads so much?
So one of my first pets, actually my very first pet was
Really?
yes. So like frogs and toads both like.
Did you
always
catch
had-
it or buy it?
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had that, and my sister had an anole, and they lived together. So I always liked them, and like if I ever like
Such a 90s kid. thing to
yes, yes. If I ever win the lottery, I would love to have like a just huge like terrarium in my house and just like 8 trillion frogs or toads in it, just like so many. I don't know. Like, how could you not?
I should take you to
Like
the spot. You got to watch the Waxy Monkey Tree Frog episode on Clint's Reptiles.
Oh.
But his neighbors have like a shed out back full. It's like a rainforest shed full of waxy monkey tree frogs. Like water dripping through plants and everything.
That's
Crazy.
a dream.
So Hadley does all the kids' educational stuff here at Reach Our Reptiles. And so all of these weird animals, we call them our ambassador animals. They're not here to be bred. They're not here other than maybe Kira's ball python. They're just here to represent, and we love our special animals and stuff too. There's something about it like just helps them connect with kids.
Yeah.
You know, especially kids that feel shy or different or whatever. It's like their time to shine when they get to do these Reach Out Reptiles things.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, Hadley's great with that stuff.
All right. We should get into it, okay? Hadley, Are you ready? You're gonna pick this name.
It's got to be a fancy. I want a fancy pageant namey kind of.
We have a snake like that. But we'll see. We'll see.
fancy
All right, we'll
snake.
see, guys.
Let's hear him.
What's our fancy snake?
The Dream Girl Enterprise or whatever.
Dream Girl Enterprise. Yeah.
Names are.
Super chatted names are guaranteed middle names.
Yeah, if you super chatted a
Just
name,
so
that
you know.
that'll be its middle
Okay.
name
That's
forever.
That's what everyone's literally joking about Dream Girl.
Enterprise. Dream Girl Enterprise. All right, guys. Here are the names. We have.
Look at her waving at you guys. I don't know if they can see. Can they see on the?
Yeah, they can see. It's very small.
She's
We
looking
got.
at me, but she's waving at you.
We got Queenie, High Five, Jazz Hands. We have Wave,
Jazz.
Training Wheel, Training Wheel.
It's trading wheel. I don't get it.
Pierogi,
Oh, like kickstand. Kickstand and training wheel.
we have Fancy, Morag, Cinderella, Mia, Legly.
We already have a Mia. We can't do that. Leg.
Okay.
Yeah,
Leg-
legless. We got-
Gretchen, Handstand.
Kickstand and handstand.
That's crazy.
You guys are too good at this. I don't think. I'm sorry, little Toad. We're laughing with you, not at you. I don't think I've laughed more on one of these.
We got IHOP the Third. We got Thumbelina, Buggy. We just Hadley,
Wow. Thank you.
Frog
How
Stump,
about Handley?
Garetta Jr.,
Oh boy, don't pick that one.
Gracie Law, Tripod, Sir Lickerson, Frogs Force 5, Dr. Ribbit. I just got to speed run these. There's Ivy, Miss Pierogi, High Five, we already said that, Cinca, Mrs. Chansey McFrogly, Queenie, said that already, Princess Diana, Mrs. Doubtfire, Miss America, Bobo, Fancy Sauce, Nanny McPhee, Bert, and Aloha. Did any of those stand out to you?
gosh.
That is so
Which
many.
one?
A lot of them did.
That's so many good.
Let's
names.
limit it to like 3. What
Oh
3
my
stick out?
gosh.
If anyone knows any more extra appendage animals, we need them here because we're gonna have to use a few.
Yeah,
of those
we have
names.
a lot.
Oh, and then Miss Mustard Gas. They just keep coming. I don't know, like.
Which one are you gonna do?
I don't know. I told you. Decision.
You gotta make a decision, and it's live on YouTube.
Okay, so
It'll be
like,
fine.
I feel like we can like separate them into like fancy or cute names and then like the funny names. So it's like which route
You're
do we want to
overthinking
go?
this.
Way,
You gotta go with
way
your heart.
overthinking this.
You just gotta go with your heart. Okay, here. Let me turn the hand towards you so you can see. Jeremy, rifle through those names again, fast as
So
you
fast,
can.
yeah. Just
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh. Okay, fine. I'm okay.
Looks like Yoda. It's like a
What?
Yoda hand. It's
High
like a
five.
puppet.
All right, ready? Here we
Yes.
go. High five. Queenie, Jazz Hands, Wave, Training Wheel, Pierogi, Fancy, Morag, Cinderella, Legly, Gretchen, Handstand, IHOP the Third, Thumbelina, Buggy, Hadley, Frog Stump, Garetta Jr., Gracie Law, Tripod, Frogs Force 5, Sir Lickerson, Dr. Ribbit, Ivy, Miss Pierogi, Cinca, Mrs. Chansey McFrogly, Princess Diana, and Miss America. Sorry about all the other ones. I'm not doing all that.
What if those were really good?
No, look, you can watch it afterward. We got to get to an after party, all right? That's it.
Oh jeez.
Which one is it? Let's go.
Let's go.
I didn't know she was this bad at making decisions.
See-
Oh, look, she
Oh,
just
she
wiped
won.
her hand with their little two
Which one was it
hands.
for? Which one did you like?
That's so cute. She's like, come on. Look at her eyes. Oh my gosh.
See, he's distracting me.
I freaking love this toad.
Guys, as they're deciding, we got that giveaway, $75 at Josh's
We got an
Frogs.
Annery Carrampa sitting
We gotta go.
over there, and I'm like geeking out over this
Whoa, that's cool.
5-legged Egyptian toad. I've never had one before. He's so cute. You should all go get Egyptian toads.
Better.
Come on.
Man, I need them like one more. I need them
Come
on
on,
a
come on,
list.
come on. Do
Oh
you want
my
me to narrow
gosh.
it down?
Yes.
You want me to pick like
please.
3?
Yes.
3 that stuck out.
All right. I like Jazz Hands, High Five, and then what was the other one that matched? We had
You said
kickstand,
training wheel?
wheel.
Or no, you handstand
There's
and kickstand. Handstand?
Handstand,
Right?
And kickstand.
I forget.
Training wheel, High Five, or Jazz Hands.
Going with jazz hands. 'cause
Jazz
we do, like,
hands.
jazzy for short.
Yes.
Full
'Kay.
name. And once we get the middle name in
And
there.
it's fancy.
Yes.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was
Okay.
Jason Philp. Congratulations, Jason.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's
All right.
cute and pretty.
It is.
Yes.
She's
There we
just
go.
like her.
That is our toad, our five-legged toad.
Squishy.
So cute. Thank you
guys.
guys.
Thanks for joining. Thank you to Ship Your Reptiles for sponsoring the episode. Holy smokes, Josh's Frogs. That's an awesome giveaway. Thank you for that. You can't go wrong getting something from them. Everyone should sign up for their thing, I think. We should sign up all of our emails.
I think we should too.
And beat all of you guys to it.
Yep.
But you can get the gift card if you jump in on the Patreon meeting, and we'll see you at the after party.
See you guys.
Goodbye.